Tony, pretty gutsy performance. Were you proud of him tonight?
Yeah, no, I was definitely proud. Proud of the effort, because there was a couple of times there where Papua New Guinea put us under a lot of pressure, but the boys kept turning up and kept fighting, so that's all you can ask.
I guess if you iced a few more attacking opportunities, you might have finished closer, you know?
Yeah, to be fair, I think it was probably, on the other side where we let ourselves down a bit. A couple of soft tries, one off at 20 tap. I thought the first set after half time with a prop ran 60 metres, that wasn't a great start for us, and they scored three plays later. So they really took the wind out of our sail, because I thought we did a good job to get back within 2 points at half time. But as I said, there was just a couple of times where we just let them off the hook.
There was a bit of a celebration for Anthony Gellin towards the end. Can you just expand on that? Was it a milestone game?
No, he's going home.
Right, so is that
he's got some personal issues, reasons for doing that, so he's heading home tomorrow. So, he's been an outstanding servant for Cook Islands Rugby League. He's always put his hand up. Doesn't matter where he is in the world. If we ring him, he'll turn up and play. And that he's an absolute freak, to be fair, because that's the second game of rugby league this year. And to do what he did, he had a great game last week, ran 300 metres, and then he did everything he could today to try and get us a win. So champion.
Do you think it might be his last game, given his age and everything, mate, or you wouldn't put it past him back up again next year?
Yeah, well, it took me 4 months to convince him to get him on this tour, so I think that might be the end for him. But he's a passionate guy, and he spoke to the boys just in the shed then about continuing his legacy and building something for the squad. So and what other bloke to do it is, he's the perfect person.
What's the mood like, I suppose, in the dressing shed, the emotion like? You had a good, great win the other night, gutsy performance, but you fell short.
Oh, we're disappointed. Like we had high expectations on this match, and now our job is to get ourselves up for Tonga on Sunday, and it'll be another game where no one gives us a shot, but I know the boys are looking forward to it. It's we don't get to play the Pacific Brothers that much anyway, so we're looking forward to that challenge.
It's something you'd like to play them more, I might imagine.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I think international footy, and Pacific Island footy is, I think, what we need more of, not less of. The more opportunities, the better.
What about PNG? What do you think they can do over the weeks coming up?
Oh, they're a good side. They're in my eyes one of the form teams in the tournament so far, and I know other sides are going to get better, but they've hit the ground running. To be fair, they should have beaten Tonga last week, and like I said, they upped the ante on us a couple of times tonight. And we just couldn't go with them a couple of times, but we had our chances as well.
No one's asked the skipper a question yet. What do you make of the sort of campaign so far, mate? What are the last two games?
Oh, it's been great. It's always a pleasure to come into camp, get around, the same people, our blood. We've had a culture guy come in and got the drums and all that sort of stuff, lots of singing, and it's just good to be back amongst our culture and bringing everyone together. We've got a good mix of experience and some young kids coming through who are going to be really good players in the future. So if we can help a little bit there, that's all that matters.
Right, can you talk about the haka at the end at full time when you went over to the crowd?
Yeah, so that was were they the Kiwis? I think they were the Kiwi disability team maybe. So they just asked if we could go over, and a lot of us are half Māori, half Cook Islander, so there's just a bit of respect to do it back to them.
You're in Middlesbrough on Sunday for the game. Are you hoping to get plenty of local support? Obviously, having been there for the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's been awesome there. We're so blessed and grateful to have a great place at Rockcliffe Hall as our base. We've had a good training field there at Moden Park, so we're looking forward to getting out there in Middlesbrough on Sunday. It's a short turnaround, so we're going to make sure that we go out there and still do our families and our country proud when we play there on Sunday.
It felt a physical game from the stands. How physical was it out there this afternoon?
Yeah, I always played PNG. You know what you're in for. They're going to come 100 miles an hour, every single one of them. So we knew what we were up for. It's disappointing that we were there at halftime, we were thereabouts, and I just thought that the start to the second half cost us a little bit in the end. But it's a good learning curve for our boys, especially a lot of our young kids, and they'll only be better for it in the long run.
Is there an update on Jonathan Ford? Did he pick up an injury last week?
No, he just actually woke up with a flu. We've had a bit in the camp, and he was pretty cooked this morning, so
So we'll be all good for the next game.
he's hoping.
And will the talk be it's all or nothing for the next game with a chance still to make quarter-finals?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, we went into this game with high expectations, and it won't change on Sunday. As I said, there won't be many give us a chance, except us. So we've been the underdogs all tournaments apart from the game against Wales. So no, we're looking forward to it. Should be a great match.
Do you know what your halves will look like in that game if Jonathan Ford's back?
Oh, they're pretty good looking fellas, actually.
I don't know.
Thank you.
It's pretty early. We've got a couple of bumps and bruises, so we'll just see how they are. We've got 3 or 4 blokes who haven't had a run yet, so they'll come into consideration and bring some fresh energy to the team. But we'll nurse our wounds and then pick a squad tomorrow.
What's it been like for you being able to get that back out on the field after a bit of a difficult year?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Obviously, it wasn't the best start to the year for myself, but I was actually meant to go back and play in the mid-season test before I got injured before that. So just grateful that I could get my rehab done, get back into camp, get amongst the boys, get some training under my belt, and it's my second game in 6 months. So it's just good to be back on the field with the boys, and I'll be better for it again next week against Tonga. Well, this week against Tonga.
Do you know what you'll be doing next year at all?
Nothing yet. My plan was to come in here and just play some footy again, get back in that shop window, I guess it's called. And I'm hoping just to finish well against Tonga and see what happens.
Nice.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Thanks, boys and girls.